Alright, keep your wits about you. 1, 2, 3, 4. The merchant ships were thin and few. The pirates had 'em in a stew. With a black flag high and a cutthroat crew, they'd run a sailor through. The trade was choked, the gold was dry, beneath the dark and stormy sky, until the nations pooled their coin to find a better guy. They sought a man of iron will, with every swashbuckling skill, to guard the hulls and keep the peace and make the pirates chill. The Crimson Avenger signed the pact in blood and permanent ink. I'll clear the lanes, he told the kings, before you even blink. The first voyage out was calm and slow, with merchant goods in tow. The captain and the matey watched the steady current flow. The crew was made of iron men, the finest in the seas, who'd sail into the mouth of hell with effortless deadly ease. Until a single bell rang out, a warning sharp and clear. A pirate ship was closing in, bringing death and fear. The Avenger turned and looked to the mate as tall as any hill. Fetch my cloak, the hero cried, and the matey ran with the will. He brought the red and draped it on and took the starboard side. The finest fighters in the seas broke every pirate's pride. They decimated every rogue and they broke the pirate line, and merchant ships sailed safely on across the salty brine. The next month out the bells rang twice, like the rolling of the dice. 2 ships of black came screaming in, as cold as winter ice. Fetch my cloak, he barked again, and the matey ran for him then. He brought the red and draped it on, in the sight of all the men. They sent those pirates to the deep, where heavy anchors lay, and the crew gave out a mighty cheer to win another day. The pirate council met in rage, we'll turn the final page. We've lost our gold and lost our pride to this hero on the stage. Ring for a terrifying sound, for ships of war came closing in to run the hero round. Fetch my cloak, he thundered out, and the matey understood. He brought the red before the captain's boots had touched the wood. The finest fighters in the seas, they leapt across the rail, with the crimson cloak to lead the way. They knew they couldn't fail. They decimated every crew and left them on the floor, and the legend of the man in red grew greater than before. The first mate asked beside the mast, why wear the red so fast? The hero smiled a heavy smile, it's a trick from out the past. If I am cut by a pirate's hand, my blood won't show on the strand. The crew stays fierce, morale stays high, they'll fight until they die. Then the council sent their final fleet, a forest made of pine, 10 ships of war, 10 crews of hell across the horizon line. The ocean vanished under, with the sky turned black as coal. There was no way to run away, to save a single soul. The captain looked at the rolling fleet, the mate looked at his feet. The Avenger turned to the trembling boy, as drums began to beat, as their hearts began to fill with dread. The iron rain began, as the largest fleet in history came to take the life of man. The finest fighters in the seas were shaking at the knees, as a 10-ship wall of cannon fire came riding on the breeze. The matey looked at the captain's face, now turning ghostly gray, and the silence stretched across the deck in a terrifying way. The matey whispered, shall I Shall I go fetch the crimson cloak again, Captain? The Avenger looked at the 10 ships, then the 1,000 cannons. He looked at the finest fighters in the seas, and they were all shaking. And he replied in a very, very, very shaky voice, yes, and my brown pants. Yes, and my brown pants. Whoa, whoa, whoa.